Good day, children. Hope you all are doing well at your place. Today we are going to learn a new lesson in English course book of class 3. The name of the lesson is Amin and the X. Let us start, children. Look at the pictures below. These are the pictures, okay? What will happen later? Draw or write your answer in the box beside each picture. You have to look at this picture and you can draw or write your answer over here. Now the first picture, okay? What will happen later? The eggs will hatch into chicks. You can write it over here. What you will write? The eggs will hatch into chicks. The second picture you can see that a man is sowing some seeds. What will happen later? The seeds will grow into plants. Okay, children, you can write it over here or you can even draw. Now read this story. Children, what you will do? You need to put your finger on your book and read with me. Okay? Once upon a time, there was a man called Amin. Okay? He lost all his crops in a drought. Amin decided to look for work in another village and off he went on his donkey. What happened now, children? Once upon a time there was a man by name Amin. He lost all his crops in a drought. Drought means a long period of time when there is no rain. And without rain the plants they don't grow, crops can't grow. And what Amin decided? He decided to go to the another village for work. Okay? And he went on his donkey. Before he left, he bought a dozen hard-boiled eggs. Here, children, what do you mean by dozen? Dozen means 12. He bought 12 boiled eggs, okay? From a merchant. Merchant means a person who does business, okay? And promised to pay him later. He bought 12 eggs from a merchant and he told him that I will pay the money later. Okay? 7 years later, Amin returned to his village. He came on a fine black horse. Behind him was a camel carrying bags full of gold and silver coins. Amin was a rich man now. The news soon spread through the village. Now see the picture, children. 7 years later, after 7 years, Amin, he came back on a horse, black color horse, and he has a camel, and on the camel there are bags full of gold and silver coins. And now this Amin, he became a rich man, and the news spread all over the village. Soon the merchant who had given him the dozen hard-boiled eggs knocked at Amin's door. Now the merchant from whom he took the boiled eggs, 12 boiled eggs, he came to his house, Amin's house. Pay back the debt you owe me. Debt means the money that you have borrowed. Okay? He said, give me 500 silver coins for the eggs you bought. Amin refused to pay such a large sum. So the merchant took his complaint to the judge. As soon as that merchant, he came to know that Amin, he became a rich man, he came back to his house for the money of the 12 boiled eggs. And in return, he was asking 500 silver coins. Amin, he refused to give so much money, such a large sum. And so the case went to the court. The merchant appeared in court, but there was no sign of Amin. The judge waited and waited. Suddenly, Amin rushed in, out of breath. Children, out of breath means breathing with difficulty, okay? For example, when you run and after running, you feel difficult in breathing, right? Same. At once, the merchant said, "My lord, 7 years ago, the man took 12 eggs from me. 12 eggs would have become 12 chickens. These chickens would have become hens and cocks. The hens would have laid more eggs. The eggs would have hatched into chickens. After 7 years, I would have had a large flock of birds. Now Amin must pay me 500 silver coins for all the birds I have lost." Now what happened, children? The merchant, he took the case to the court and he appeared in the court, but Amin was little bit late and the judge was waiting. Slowly Amin, he rushed in and he told, "My lord." My lord means a phrase you use to address a judge, okay? And the merchant told that the story, 7 years back he took 12 eggs from me and he need to pay 400 silver coins. At that time he gave 12 eggs. Now the 12 eggs might have hatched and it might have become hens and cocks, and he might have had a large flock of birds. So he lost this everything. So he need 500 silver coins. "You are right," agreed the judge. He turned to Amin with an angry look and said, What do you have to say? And by the way, why are you late?" Now, the judge, he agreed. Whatever the merchant told, he agreed. But the merchant didn't say that he gave him the boiled eggs. Okay. Now, the judge is asking to Amin, "What do you want to say?" Amin said, "My lord, I had a plate of boiled beans in the house. Before coming here, I planted them in the garden so that I will have a good crop next year." And the Amin, he told that I had a plate of boiled beans. Okay, children? Children, from the beans, no, the food which we cook, from that plants will not grow. From the boiled eggs which Amin took from that merchant, the eggs won't hatch because it is boiled. Okay? And similarly, from the boiled beans, plants will not grow. Okay, the judge was aware of it. "Fool!" exclaimed the judge. "How can boiled beans grow into anything?" The judge was clever. He was aware that from the boiled beans plant they won't grow. Amin replied, "Yes, indeed, my lord. And how can boiled eggs hatch into chickens?" So he is asking the judge, how? Then how the boiled eggs will hatch into chickens? And that's how Amin won his case. It's a good story, children. Hope you all have liked it. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.